Hey, have you ever spared the thought that how India got divided into 29 parts? And how, along with being Indian, we got another identity of Bengali, Marathi, etc.? Yeah, you are right. We are talking about the birth of 29 states. You know, the India we know today is somewhat different from the India before independence. Back then, the India, which is now divided into 29 parts and 7 union territories, was divided into 553 parts, out of which the largest part was British India and the other 552 parts were princely states. The British India was under the direct rule of British. However, these princely states were under the rule of native kings. So it started in 1947 when the Indian Independence Act created two separate dominions of India and Pakistan, and three options were given to these princely states. First, join India; second, join Pakistan; and third, remain independent. On the other hand, the Constituent Assembly, which was also serving as interim government of the country, formed an integration commission under the chairmanship of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. The commission convinced 549 states to join India. On the other hand, there were three states within the geographical boundary of India which refused to join it. They were Hyderabad, Junagadh, and Kashmir. Out of which, Hyderabad and Kashmir wanted to remain independent, however, Junagadh wanted to join Pakistan. But later on, they also got integrated with India, and the means of their integration are police action for Hyderabad, public referendum for Junagadh, and signing on the agreement of accession for Kashmir. That's how all these states got integrated with India. After the integration of all the princely states and British India, the states were classified into four categories, out of which the first part consisted 9 erstwhile governors' provinces. The second part comprised 9 princely states with legislature, the third part comprised 10 states, and the last part comprised Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Now let's see how this state got reorganized. As everybody knew that aforementioned 4-4 classification of state was temporary arrangement, and these states were yet to be reorganized. On the other hand, there has been demand from different regions to reorganize state on the basis of language, particularly from South India. So to examine the feasibility of reorganization of state on linguistic basis, a number of committees were appointed, in which the first committee appointed by Interim Government of India was the Dhar Commission. It was appointed in June 1948 and was chaired by S.K. Dhar, and it submitted its report in December 1948. And it rejected the language as the basis of reorganization and recommended the basis as administrative convenience. But the Government of India was not convinced and appointed another commission, popularly known as JVP Commission, which was headed by Jawaharlal Nehru, Vallabhbhai Patel, and Pattabhi Sitaramayya. It was appointed in December 1948 and submitted its report in October 1953, and it also rejected language as the basis of reorganization. But the Government of India was forced to create the first linguistic state known as Andhra Pradesh in October 1953 by separating Telugu-speaking area of Madras state. It was the result of prolonged agitation and death of Potti Sriramulu after a 56 days hunger strike. The creation of Andhra Pradesh intensified the demand from other regions to form state on linguistic basis. So to finally deal with this problem, the government appointed another committee under the chairmanship of Fazal Ali, with K.M. Panikar and H.N. Kunjru as another 2 members. It was appointed in 1953 and submitted its report in 1955, and it accepted language as the basis of reorganization but rejected the theory of one language, one state. It also recommended to create 16 states and 3 union territories, and government accepted it with minor modifications. The 7th Constitutional Amendment Act 1956 created 14 states and 6 union territories. With the passage of time, other states were also formed. For example, in 1960, Bombay got divided into Maharashtra and Gujarat on the basis of language. In 1963, Nagaland was created out of the bifurcation of Assam. In 1966, Haryana, along with two union territories, Chandigarh and Himachal Pradesh, were created out of the bifurcation of Punjab. Later in 1971, Himachal Pradesh was given the status of state. In 1972, Manipur, Tripura and Meghalaya were given the status of statehood, and Mizoram and Arunachal Pradesh came to being. Later in 1975, after a series of dramatic events, Sikkim got integrated with India. The other created states are Mizoram, Arunachal and Goa in 1987, out of which Mizoram and Arunachal were elevated to the state of statehood and Goa got separated from Daman and Diu. Later in 2000, Chhattisgarh, Uttarakhand and Jharkhand came into being and increased the number of states to 20. India achieved its present scene of political map with 29 states after the creation of Telangana in 2015. In the course of time, India acquired some territories like Daman and Diu, Dadar and Nagar Haveli, Goa from Portuguese and Pondicherry from French. In this period, the name of states were also changed, like Madras became Tamil Nadu and Mysore became Karnataka, etc. So this was the historical background of first part of the constitution. My upcoming video will be on second part of the constitution, which deals with citizenship right. I hope you guys like this video. Do hit the like button, share it and comment in the section below, and subscribe to my YouTube channel Your Story for more such awesome videos. Have a nice day.